Good morning, Oviedo. I'm Kylie McFarland.
And I'm Christina Koenig. Today is October 4th, 2019.
Homecoming week is almost over, but not before the big finale tonight and tomorrow night.
Keeping in line with this year's theme, we're taking a look back into the past with some interviews of teachers who attended Oviedo High School themselves.
We'll also be taking a look at all the work that's being put into the event tomorrow night.
This homecoming edition of Roar TV begins with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey Oviedo, it's Carmen. Hope you guys have been enjoying homecoming. Earlier this week, we asked you guys to tweet in your experiences from homecoming week. Let's look at what you guys said. Thanks for your responses. Tune in next week for another question. For now, let's get back to the show.
Homecoming is a tradition that can be traced back over 100 years.
But what exactly is homecoming and why do we do it?
Brooke Brennan has more.
We all know homecoming as this event we have every fall. There's dress-up days and king and queen and a dance. But why do we do it and how did it start? Homecoming is an annual tradition on the campuses of high schools and colleges. It's an opportunity to welcome back alumni, former students who have graduated, as they visit their old stomping grounds and visit with friends and teachers. Every school has their own traditions, but they generally center around a football game, dance, and a parade. The NCAA recognizes the University of Missouri's 1911 football game against Kansas as being the first ever homecoming celebrated on a college campus. In Oviedo, many alumni still live in the local area, including several of our teachers here on campus.
I remember the Commons being rebuilt my freshman year. There was portables all over the place.
Building 8 didn't exist at all. The new gym didn't exist at all. There used to be a one-story building, kind of where Building 8 is.
I remember you would kind of come in under, the walkover wasn't there. It was a building all the way across and it was super dark, kind of going underneath there. The Commons had 4 different wings and the senior hallway was in the Commons, which is totally different than today as well with that being in Building 8 now. But you had classes in the Commons. The Commons itself, I think it's still the 4 same poles in there. Senior pole, I believe, is the exact same thing that it was. But it was just a totally different structure, different layouts.
We used to call it the Bat Cave because it was so dark.
I remember it being a lot like it is now, especially having Dr. Danielle back. She was an assistant principal my senior year, I think. And so there was a lot of just like fun school spirit stuff with her and with Mr. Lundquist.
It's funny, I actually sat in this classroom for my very first class with Miss Paderaki, who's now Miss Boucher.
You have people that come from Geneva, Chiliota. It was a little bit more country then. We had an ag department, and they did pigs and horses and different stuff out back, but we don't have that right now.
Hagerty wasn't around. Our big rival was Winter Springs. They were still kind of the new kid on the block that we were always trying to compete with and everything. But the city of Oviedo was Oviedo High School, so we didn't have that rivalry that you all have with Hagerty now.
I just remember the football field was a dirt pile. It was a mess. We didn't have the turf until I think my junior year. And we made shirts for one of our games. It was like Defend the Beach or something along those lines because it was just a patch full of sand.
But in terms of the people are the same. Like, this community has always had a family feel.
The city has grown a lot. It's a lot different. People in Oviedo, they stay here, they put down roots, and it's a community.
Good morning, Oviedo. I'm Brooke Tyler here with a few quick announcements. Oviedo Competitive Cheer will be selling Hagerty Who shirts for $15 until October 9th. You can purchase them in the Commons during lunch, Coach Boucher's room 8-210, Coach Boardsman's room 1-202, or ask any varsity cheerleader. The week leading up to the game, there will be a limited number of shirts sold as well. Tonight is the football game where the homecoming king and queen will be crowned. Game starts at 7 and is $6 to get in. We're playing Lake Mary High School. Come out to support. For this year's homecoming, Oviedo will be offering shoe bags for only $3. 1 bag per person, no sharing. You can access the bag at any time throughout the night, so don't worry, it'll be safe and secure. Seniors, you'll be taking your senior panoramic picture today during 7th period before homecoming pep rally. Please come out dressed in your best spirit wear and senior crowns. If you still need a senior shirt, see Miss Griesmer or Miss Coomer in upstairs building 1. If you're interested in playing boys soccer, there will be an information meeting Wednesday, October 9th in Coach Weisman's room 12-017. That's all from me. Now back to Kylie and Christina.
So Kylie, do you have all your plans set for the dance?
I do. I have my dress and shoes picked out.
I do too. But there's one group of students who have more than their own preparations to worry about.
Student government makes sure that all dances and events here at Oviedo are a success.
For more, here's Cade Faircloth.
Homecoming is around the corner. Let's talk to leadership class to discuss what it takes for homecoming.
So this year, since the homecoming theme is rewinds, we'll be working on a few kind of iconic pieces from decades between the 50s and 90s. So peace signs, and we're talking about jukeboxes, cassette tapes, vinyl records, all kinds of little pieces that stand out from each of those time periods.
Setting up homecoming takes a ton of time and ton of cooperation from everybody in the class. We need to focus and get a job done that is put on for the entire school, so it's a lot of pressure, but we all do a great job of getting it done and focusing when it needs to be done. Homecoming dance itself, we do all the decorations, from the lighting to the decorations you do outside, the red carpet that they walk into, to the table decorations, we do it all.
So the really cool thing about homecoming is that all 42 of my students get a chance to come together for the one goal of homecoming. But at the same time, the students are split up into their classes working on their different class floats. So really when they're in my classroom, everybody's contributing. It doesn't matter whether you're a freshman or a senior, what sports team you're on. If you're in leadership, we're there to paint decor, we're there to create things, we're there to call vendors and remind people about convertibles, and everybody really comes together to make that happen.
The dance itself can put pressure on leadership, but there are plenty more activities they need to sit at throughout the week.
So besides just the dance that everybody kind of thinks about, every night we have an after-school activity, and then every day we have the dress-up days. So with each dress-up day, there's signs and publicity that goes for each one of those. Same thing goes for every evening activity, making sure everybody knows about them. And then, of course, the biggest event outside of the dance, in my opinion, is the parade. So each class, as well as clubs all over campus, are going to make floats that travel that 1.5 mile stretch from Lake Jessup Drive all the way down to Oviedo High School.
We do class posters for each day. We do ticket sales. Everything that goes in homecoming, we are a part of.
From Aurora TV, I'm Brady Buckman.
We hope this week has been a sure blast from the past for everyone here at Oviedo.
We want to wish everyone a safe and happy homecoming this weekend.
Thanks for tuning into our coverage this past week. We'll see you guys back here on Monday. Have a great weekend, and go Lions!